The last time the Patriots and Broncos met in the playoffs in Denver, it was Tom Brady facing Peyton Manning a decade ago. This time, it will be two quarterbacks few imagined would be in this position at the start of the season. Drake May and the Patriots overcame 1-2 start to the season to win 15 of their past 16 games, counting playoffs, with May turning into an MVP candidate in year 2. His Broncos counterpart, ex-Patriots QB Jarrett Stidham, is far more of a shock to be in this position, replacing Bo Nix, who fractured his ankle in overtime of last week's win, and making his first start in 2 years with a shot to play for a Super Bowl. Something has to give. The Patriots are 8-0 on the road this season, but the franchise is 0-4 all-time in the playoffs at Denver. The Broncos might be down with Nix out, but their defense will not go quietly, even against a strong Patriots offense. All eyes on Stidham in first start in 2 years. Stidham is set to make his first start since Week 18 of the 2023 season. The Broncos would go on to select Bo Nix in the first round the following April. The ex-Patriots fourth-rounder entered the NFL with current Pats offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, who later brought Stidham to the Raiders when he was head coach. McDaniels could shed some light on his former QB, given that Stidham has attempted a regular season pass in 2 years. Denver's offense is bound to look different than the Knicks-led scheme, built on the second-year pro's athleticism, designed QB runs, and his ability to get outside of the pocket. Stidham isn't nearly as good an athlete, with scrambling as a last resort and little utility as a runner outside of short yardage. He possesses good arm talent and can deliver crisp on-target, timely throws when things are on schedule. Although Stidham can struggle to navigate pressure, expect Sean Payton to dial up a game plan, heavy on the quick passing game and in breaking routes, with a few shot plays mixed in, and perhaps leaning more on the run game. An opening drive score would do a lot to settle Stidham in, but how healthy is the offense? Wide receivers Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin and center Alex Forsyth left their divisional round win over the Bills with injuries. The Patriots' defense has also shown its mettle, allowing only 448 yards and 19 points combined versus the Chargers and Texans, with 9 sacks and 6 takeaways in the playoffs. Defensive tackle Milton Williams is back and is a problem. The Patriots linebackers have shown up, and the secondary, led by cornerback Christian Gonzalez, has been mostly excellent. This will be a tough task for Stidham against some of his former teammates. May must hold up versus vaunted Denver pass rush. The pass protection for Drake May has not been excellent in 2 postseason games, allowing 10 sacks and 31 pressures on 66 dropbacks. The MVP candidate May has fumbled 6 times in the 2 games, and Denver's rush is as dangerous a pass rush team in the league, harassing Josh Allen into 4 turnovers last week, even with some big plays allowed. Broncos edge rusher Nick Bonitto versus Patriots rookie LT Will Campbell is a potentially exploitable matchup for Denver after Campbell struggled versus Houston. May's regular season path might have been easier than other quarterbacks in the regular season, but he has faced 2 tough defenses in the playoffs, and the Patriots' offensive results have been hot and cold. They need more consistent production from wide receiver Stephon Diggs and tight end Hunter Henry, May's 2 leading targets. Both have scored in the playoffs, but they've combined for only 10 catches for 125 yards on 18 targets. Kayshon Boutte has stepped up in the pass game, and Ramondre Stevenson has seen his role grow. But for the Patriots to string successful drives together, they might also need contributions from wideouts, Demario Douglas and Kyle Williams. The Broncos forced 5 Buffalo turnovers last week after coaxing only 14 during the regular season, with no more than 2 in any game previously. The Patriots know they can't waste possessions and fall in an early hole, or Denver's pass rush could be even more of a problem. 3. Do Patriots have a run game advantage? On the surface, the Patriots would appear to have an edge in the ground game. Rookie Trevayon Henderson has been held in check in 2 postseason games, but Stevenson has been highly efficient, and May is a weapon as a scrambler and occasional designed runner. The Broncos' rush defense was one of the best in the NFL during the regular season, allowing 91.1 rush yards per game and 3.9 yards per carry. But the Bills ran for 183 yards last week in Denver, averaging 5.1 yards per clip, and mobile quarterbacks have given Denver some issues this season. On the flip side, the Broncos have had to forge a run game since J.K. Dobbins' foot injury, most often relying on rookie R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin, along with Nix's scrambling. With Nix out, facing a tough New England front that has allowed 67.5 rush yards per game and 3.1 yards per carry in 2 playoff games. The challenge appears difficult, even with Denver's strong offensive line. However, there is hope that Dobbins could return after being out since Week 10. Getting him back would be a huge development in both the run and pass games. Even if Harvey has been their primary receiving back this season, the Broncos could have limited pass game weapons with a few receivers battling injuries.